goes. And now he's got his firewood.
Yeah.
It's all rock in here. But check this out. This is alive. This tree, it's called a living stump. And it is most definitely alive. Isn't that neat? They're called living stumps, and it's feeding off its brothers and sisters in here. And there it is. It's so cool. But this fir out here, Luke, this yellow point fir, is, it really is beautiful. You can see it. It's older, it's tighter grown. Because if you look at the root systems, that one over there, see how they're all like above ground? It's just rock out here. If that tree fell down, it would just basically be a root ball sticking up in the air with a mat, a big mat. There's no real big tap roots or anything. It's also the world of arbutus, friends. This is arbutus. This is, you guys hear me talk about arbutus. Look at how they grow. Look at this one. Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah. I've always loved arbutus.
Yeah, they're just a neat tree. Like it has no problem living 100 to 200 years just like that. Right like that. Out on a 45 degree. You can't tell me that's not 45 degrees.
No, it is.
That is 100% 45 degrees. Just growing straight out there, holding itself up. But this forest is older. It's got root rot. That tree's riddled in root rot. You can actually see it all the way up the stem, those brown conchs alongside of those little dead stems, look.
Yeah.
That's root rot. So if we were to cut this tree down, it would be rotten. Oh, look how nice he's got this road. I did a tree out here one time, Luke, called the dinosaur. I call it the T-Rex. It was an arbutus tree that was dead. I think it was one of the first trees I cut down with an axe on my channel. One of. Yeah, one more hit with the axe and that thing's done. That's it. It was a couple. It was one there and one over here. And this is interesting. Yeah, see that wood's gold. This is it. That was the tree right there. Now, I don't remember. Did you hear that noise? That's like rocks. It's literally like rocks. So in here you get that, there's one right there as I speak. A little teeny dead one hung up in that tree, see it? And the squirrels are going off. So this wood, this arbutus boy, this is like a chunk of rock. Oh my goodness. This is the best firewood in the world. So if you have a piece of property and you don't want to kill your trees for firewood, and I don't suggest you do, go look for standing dead. This is actually a bit of a precarious tree because that is so premium firewood you wouldn't believe it. So you knock it down, you drag it out to the trail. Root rot right behind you there.
These are all the conchs here?
Yeah, those are the conchs I talk about. And you'll notice in here there's a theme of these trees, Luke. They have a swollen buttress. Look at that one there. It's swollen for about 6 feet. And then it goes into a nice piece of timber. So I'll guarantee you, falling that, you'd fall it, but you probably, depending on who was the wood buyer, you probably wouldn't, you probably would long butt this up here and leave it in the bush, depending on the claim, whose wood it was, stumpage, all that stuff, government stuff. The wood out here is very interesting. It's really nice though. That's a nice piece of timber. But I remember seeing a couple arbutuses. This was one of them. Let's see how hard this is. This is a little 3.5 pound axe, little 3.5 pound deputy. But obviously, this tree, if I even push on it, it's gonna give me signs of it. Look at it, dude. It's just hanging onto that fir tree. So we won't know where this will go unless we cut it off the stump. So it can stay here, but it's right close to Brian's trail. So we hook, this is beautiful firewood. And I hate to see this go to waste in here when you can take it. Yeah, look at that. Look where it's hung. Can you see it? Look.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a push. Watch what happens. Oh, that's nice firewood.
Bunch of just nighttime burners, eh?
That's what it is. No splitting, no nothing. That's why it's but listen to this. It's like, it's rock hard. So what'll happen is I go to cut this, it's just gonna stay leaned up against that tree. So I'm just gonna cut right through the back of it. I thought about maybe putting a little undercut. I guess I will. I guess I'll pop a little undercut in it. So now that there's an undercut in it, it'll be able to spin off. Yeah, see that, Luke?
Yep.
But look at the wood. Look at how freaking hard that is. Let's chop it off the stump. Luke, you'll have to keep your head up. It may want to do a twisteroni.
Okay.
So I'll just chop it off the stump here.
Okay.
Making rocket now, Lukey. So if I chop that, if I chop the bottom side out of it, it'll spin on the stump. Because I've got it lined up now, right there. So it'll spin off. I see it. See that? The bottoms out of it, Luke. Come in and have a look. There's a reason why I'm keeping this top plate on. This is the plate kind of holding the tree there. See, I've chopped it right into the undercut.
Yep.
Now as I nip this might even go by hand. Yeah, look. Look at Luke. See? See how it's moving? It wants to roll. So this is gonna leave. Here it goes, actually. There it goes. So it's gonna spin off and it's gonna do weird stuff. So I might get you over there, Luke.
Okay.
I could dice it off the stump too. This is by far, this is quite a nice axe, Luke.
It really is. Did some damage on that.
Dude, this stuff, and look at how old the little guy was. I don't have my glasses, but I'll bet you if you count those rings,
Oh, there's a ton.
there's a ton. It's slow growing in here. So what a guy could do here if he was real primitive, living out on the grid like lots of people are thinking about doing these days, you could go like this. How big is my stove? Well, there's one piece of firewood, right? There's 2 pieces of firewood. There's 3 pieces of firewood. There's 4 pieces of firewood. That's, guy throw that on his shoulder like nothing. Probably even more. Probably one more. So he goes one more. Lou, this is a nice little tool. This is 3.5 pounds. This is, friends, I know we've been talking lots about axes, friends, but people are gonna be wanting to get to the bush, friends. They are. They're gonna be wanting to get back to primitiveness. The internet is a wonderful tool, and that's what it is. It's a tool for entertainment, for education. It's a beautiful tool, but I think sometimes, and I can only speak for me, I'm not talking at you, I'm telling you about me. I spend a little bit more time maybe than I would like to flicking along through some of these pages, Instagram, whatever. I do it. This is where, in here is where I feel the best. So what I'm saying to you is learn what these things can do for you, just in general. I'm a huge advocate of getting men on axes, women, children as well, but that's why I'm on this program with the axes. I've been waiting until I could swing for a long time, and I've had bad shoulder issues, but I've been coming through that. So that's why you've seen me on an axe a lot lately. We're just gonna bust this out. We're just gonna bust this out. This axe, Luke, it's really, really nice. Hear that noise?
Mm-hmm.
I might just widen. Yeah. Oh my. So, now a guy, however he wants to, this is gold. It's gold. He goes like this, and he walks it out to the trail. Just like this. And now he's got his firewood, and he's not cutting it out here. He's throwing it to the trail. I don't like the gym, friends. This is some of, if not, our nicest firewood in our parks is right here. And if you can find it dead, you're winning. Sure know when you hit your apex, don't you?
Yep.
A couple different ways to do this, friends, when you're cutting a tree down. This has got a lean on it. So it's really only gonna go that way. So you can open up the front if you like. I'm gonna shoot it in between those two fir trees there. So just crack a little undercut in it. That's it. This tree's rotten, actually. It's rotten. It's dropping stuff on me. But we broke the front plate. There it is. See, it's kind of, there it is. Undercut. That's simple. There it is. If you want to make it all pretty, then get in there and make it all pretty. Like that. But notice it's on an angle. You're not going to believe how old this tree is, Luke.
Yeah, wow.
It's actually crazy. So we're going to send this one in there because it's very nice firewood. So I'm just going to chop now straight down the back, friends. Just like this from the same. I'll just keep opening. I don't even really need to get rid of this, but some guys, you can. I'm just trying to get down to meet that undercut, and it's leaning, so it's in my favor. There it goes. So look at that. Look at this, Luke. Look at that. There's 100 ways to skin the cat, friends, but no matter how you look at this one, this is beautiful firewood in the nighttime burner, in the round. So we'll leave it now like this. And then we'll come back, we'll bucket with the power saw. It's so close to the road. Wow. Arbutus is super, super interesting wood. What a fun swinging axe. Oh, wow. That little heel, Luke, is nice. That's pretty nice. What a fun thing to do, friends. I mean, honestly, just be careful. I got sweat on. I don't know. I've been doing this since I've been a little kid. So to me, it's about gratitude for even still being able to do it. in a refined way now. Because we never stop learning. I don't care who you are. This game is not about arriving. It's about the journey. But I will say chopping is one of those things that I think I don't know. My personality is a splitter. I have a splitting personality more than a chopping personality. Chopping helps me slow down, friends. Seriously. Yeah, Luke, that's why I like chopping. It helps me slow down because I'm always moving fast, and it has served me well, but it has also created horrible injury for me, I think. I don't know, but well, that's a different noise. Sure can hear the dry timber, eh? Friends, thanks for watching. Get an axe. If you can, get out into the bush and start swinging the sucker. It's good for the spirit. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. Catch you on the next video.